I didn't think I was gonna come out for a third video. I'm in love with the locations. When I'm driving, I come across random parks and trails, which is why I keep my backpack, throw on the gimbal, and start recording. Sometimes when you wait too long, of course the timing of this, sometimes when you wait too long, there's a truck right behind me, right when I press record. See? Talk about timing. Oh man, so noisy. Timing, chat. Sometimes when you have an idea or you're in such a flow state, every day is not going to be that flow state. Every day is not going to be that chi, that nice, just electricity going through your veins. And most days, though, I am like that. The days I'm not is when I have not slept well, and I can feel every ounce of it. Especially when you get older, you feel it all. And sleep is such a medicinal. Sleep is therapy. So, this is. I like to look at myself. Check this out. Isn't this cool? Like pines. Like I like doing stuff like this. See, feeling nature, just grounding. Touching the grass. And right now I'm in a baseball field. Like you can take a look at it. And I've always had this affiliation and love for a baseball field because when I was in New Zealand, I used to play cricket. And in my head, I can still remember like hitting the ball out of the park, home run, which would be in cricket called six. It's like just a slam dunk, grand slam. But negative self-talk, that keeps us very stagnant, that keeps us from moving forward. And the way I have come about, I don't think you can fully get over negative self-talk and the doubts and the fear and reducing yourself in your mind to just your self-worth, which is like nothing. Like that's what you tell yourself, right? And that's a big piece of life's battle, and that'll keep you from growth. That'll keep you from moving past your self, your limiting beliefs. I got a lot of people staring at me, folks, like with the gimbal. So if you see me distracted, that's all I'm doing. Very uncommon. I'm still the only person I've seen doing this in YouTube. So limiting beliefs, yeah. So the way I have learned to kind of get over this is just doing things when you don't feel like doing it. Most times it's doing the opposite of what your brain is telling you not to do. And within reasonable means and measure. What I mean by that is when it tells you that you shouldn't get up and walk. When it tells you that you shouldn't do items that are high priority, I usually make a checklist and I start knocking them off as I go, complete each task on my phone. It's getting chilly now. Whew, the temperatures just dropped. I'll just do this one video and call it. But so I track I prioritize, I put things in order in my mind, I shift and move things around, and also my notes, right, on your phone. I have a whiteboard. So I stay organized. You need structure, especially when you're older, because by the time we get to this age, we're very stuck in our ways, right? There's a lot of unhealed trauma for many of us. Many of us refuse to get counseling. Many of us are just uncoachable, stubborn. We all tend to have large egos, big egos at this age. I've seen it all the time, folks, and it's hard, right? So for me personally, the way I can set the stage and be an example is just exactly this, by being an example of showing up when I don't feel like showing up, walking when I don't feel like walking. The temperatures are just dropped like 5 Fahrenheit right now, and it's just got chilly. But I'm going to complete this walk still and record my third video for the day and then go home. I like to do 3 at least. And this is how you can trick your mind and psych yourself out of it. See, if I was to be stagnant and if I stayed home, if I was content with 2 videos that I did today, which is really good for YouTube. 1 video a week is great, but I'm knocking out 2, 3, 4 videos a day because I always know that I have arrived at a place where I can always do more. And just when you think, you're tired and you're done, there's always room in the tank for one more. So this is how I train myself. And then of course there's childhood trauma, right? What we were trained, what we were taught. A lot of times this comes down to your childhood, your family environment, your parents, the values, and not every home has a two-parent household. Not every home has, nurturing parents, and not every home knows what love is. And I come from an environment where not all these things, I didn't really have all these things. I mean, my father was my rock, my hero, and he got taken away by Parkinson's. And then a lot of the negative limiting self-beliefs and trauma I've encountered with my mother. And a little later in life, I cut her off. In fact, 3 years ago almost. I removed myself from her. She's a narcissist. And if you know anything about narcissism, I want to cover that in another topic. They don't know. There's a saying that they don't know that they're actually doing it. It's a condition, but I will tell you why she knows. And, not to make that video now, but a lot of these limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, um, the doubt, this is all part of human nature. I think that as humans, we always think about the worst case scenarios and what if it doesn't work out, or I'm not good enough, I'm not deserving of love, and I'm not deserving of better. I'm not deserving of a better life. These things subconsciously are built in us, and we're groomed into some of this, sometimes through life and circumstances, events, a chain of events, or just parents uh, and proximity, like people around you, what you're influenced. The sun started coming back out. Woo, love it, love it. And this is really thin, by the way. This polo here, but yeah, and so I just dropped the video about removing yourself from situations and toxic relationships, and thinking for yourself. Spend time alone. I did a video about solitude and embracing solitude, and what it can do for you. A lot of people are scared to be alone with themselves, with their voices, with their thoughts. Don't. It's the most beautiful thing you can do, because a lot of us are always running away from our inner voices, our darkest, deepest desires, voices, whatever, psychology, right? And we run away from that. But instead of running away from that, run toward it and meet yourself. What you are fearing, what the fear lies here is this is so important, because this is me. This is what I did. And at 49 years old, I think I know a thing or two about this. Is we have the fear of meeting our greatest version. And some of us will never meet our greatest version, is because we're just scared. What if it works out? Which means I need to put in the work. You do. You have to put in the work. There's hard work. There's no way around it. There's no shortcuts. There's no cheat codes. There's hard work. What is hard work? Hard work is everything that I'm doing here. Everything that you see in my videos is walking and talking, right? If anything, that's what you can get out of my video, is that this guy, I am not just the talk. I am walking the talk. And if that's the only thing you take away from this video, then I'm doing my job. I'm doing God's work. And as I walk through this environment, this nature, there's a piece of my soul I leave here, but I also take from it, right? The green, the environment, the oxygen that I'm breathing, the mood it puts me in. And I go from I can't do it to I can do it. I will do it. I will win. In 2025, I am going to do bigger, better things. 6 months ago I left. 5 months ago I left my corporate job, six-figure job, 200,000 plus dollar job. That's how much I was making, and to pursue my passions, and this is one of them, right? And I'm still in the interview process with other companies, and I never stop talking to other companies. And if the opportunity arises, there's money on the table and the right manager, right? Situations present itself. I'm back. I will be back, but I will not stop doing this because, as much as I don't hate a 9 to 5, but I think it's the company I work for. That culture was so toxic, right? And I can do it all, meaning that I can still go back while I'm doing this YouTube stuff, right? I do 2 faceless channels as well, and this talking head channel. And the goal is to pop off. Like, the goal is to do something with this and make it a business venture and find my tribe eventually, and we can all walk planet Earth together and make it a better place. That's really the goal. That's the long picture. And so while this is all percolating and cooking and seasoning, right, I can still go back. If anything, this year, these were the best 5 months of my life, counting December. Like, if I count December, right? I had such a great time resting and launching off my businesses, and just appreciating spending more time with myself, reprogramming my mind, retraining myself from I can to I will, manifestation, the mental transformation that's happened with me. I feel so much more powerful and capable, able, and my brain waves have opened up just by doing YouTube. Uh, the video I made about YouTube being therapy was no joke, was no lie. It's helped improve my speaking skills just a little bit better. I was already decent, but this just exemplified it because it's a space that allows you to be you, and it's so different from Instagram. And I talk about this in many videos. It's so different from Instagram. It's so not surface level. This is so much deep work we do here in YouTube, on YouTube. We YouTubers do some deep work here, and some of us are fighting serious battles. Some of us are really putting ourselves out there, our lives out there, right? And I just want to tell you thank you, and you all are brave for doing that. And if it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't be putting myself out there like this, because everyone sees me as a final product, as a finished, clean-cut guy, older man, right, who's got it together, but I don't. I'm just like you. I just work hard. I love the results, and I walk the talk. And as many of you may experience, I do encounter negative self-talk every day. Can I do this? Can I do this? Every day I wake up, I say, damn, it's cold. I don't feel like going out. Damn, did I do that yesterday? Did I walk 12, 14, 15, 16,000 steps yesterday? Did I drop 2, 3 videos? And I went from doubting myself to now launching my channel, now being so uncomfortable in front of the camera, to now dropping 2, 3, 4 videos a day. And now when I look at my portfolio, just doing a look back in 2024, and I just say to myself, wow, you did all that. It's not just me, but it's something supernatural, I think that's moving me. I like to think it's obviously spirituality, right? God, obviously, all this energy, right? And the mind. But I think it's my Father watching over me, and Kobe Bryant. That's it. That's how there's some supernatural things that have happened during these walks as I have progressed and grown in this journey. And you may find that too. And it's nature. It's a way to connect with things that you otherwise would not. And this has really, really opened my brain waves from I can't to I will. So that negative self-talk is, I don't think it fully goes away unless you're a transformation coach, which I'm not. But for me personally, I know it never fully goes away. I fight this battle every single day. And I think some of this also can be tied to and interlinked with anxiety. So, but for the most part, I am doing a lot better from that perspective. And going into 2025, keeping the negative self-talk at bay. The only way for me to do this is keep showing up. The more you show up, that doubt starts turning into confidence and positive affirmations that you can achieve the impossible. Okay? Sun is back right in my eyes, so I'm going to end this. And thank you for watching. And there'll be a next video. Until then, Mamba out.